folks, welcome to the 2020 edition of 290 Texas House Concerts. It's co-sponsored by the Texas Heritage Music Foundation. I'm going to start off with a song that certainly is about our Texas heritage. I wrote this with Rick Bussey, a Kerrville New Folk Award winner. Took a route less traveled by, a rolling ranching road. There were no 18-wheelers, there were no heavy loads. Where I waved to a weathered man in a worn-out step-side truck, made me smile when he waved back. On the freeways, no such luck. I drove through miles of cotton fields, white clouds in the sky. So the white streaks in the distance, well, they barely caught my eye. I pulled onto the shoulder as the ghosts moved into focus. Was it my imagination? 3 cotton-colored horses, 3 white Spanish horses across Comanche lands. 3 white Spanish horses, untamed with no man's brand, no bridle and no saddle, they were running straight for me. 3 white Spanish horses, wild and free. This vision led me to a time, no cattle guards and fences, to a land not yet named Texas. When they first came with their horses, I could picture open spaces with Comanche riding bareback. On the horses they had captured herds of bison still intact. It took me to the cotton field I worked by Grandpa's side. It led me to that white horse that only he could ride. Then I saw the weathered man again. He drove with more conviction. He pulled a 2-horse trailer. I soon understood his mission. 3 white Spanish horses across Comanche lands. 3 white Spanish horses, untamed with no man's brand, no bridle and no saddle, they were running straight for me. 3 white Spanish horses, wild and free. I heard him holler cotton, and the lead horse took his way. The younger horses followed right into the open gate, and he traveled at a horse's trot. Cotton followed, still unsaddled, as they headed to his homestead in this land of horse and cattle. 3 white Spanish horses across Comanche lands. 3 white Spanish horses, never saw the rancher's brand, no bridle and no saddle, they were running straight for me. 3 white Spanish horses, wild and free. 3 white Spanish horses, wild and free. 3 white Spanish horses, wild and free. Well, that's my brand new one, and I think I got most of those chords right, and I've got most of those chords correct and most of the lyrics correct. That's going to be on a new package deal as a bonus track. I have 14 albums that I've recorded that I'm putting on a USB hard drive, and that'll be one of the bonus tracks on it. I'm going to do one from my most recent album. The album's called For the Love of Western Swing and Other Love Songs, and this one certainly falls into the category of other love songs. long since been sold. But he still has the rhythm of a dancer, a young dancer's soul. He likes country music, mariachis, and old rock and roll. My father lives longer, but he never grows old. Canta papá de amor, de dolor, canta papá. Canta papá de tu vida difícil, canta papá. Canta papá de los momentos alegres, canta papá. Y cuando cantas recuerda a tu hijo que canta también. And the songs my father sings have only 3 chords. Música filled full of love, more than just words. They come from the heart, they're not of the hand. And my father can sing them as good as any man can. Canta papá de amor, de dolor, canta papá. Canta papá de tu vida difícil, canta papá. Canta papá de los momentos alegres, canta papá. Y cuando cantas recuerda a tu hijo que canta también. Y cuando cantas recuerda a tu hijo que canta también. For my father, canta papá. My father, who we lost just 3 weeks ago. Actually, as of May 2nd, it will have been about a month. And he was a great drummer, played with a band called the Texas Drovers. And he was part of country music history. When Freddie Fender had 2 successive #1 hits, he wasn't quite prepared for that success, and he didn't even have a regular band. Well, my dad was the drummer that was part of that band that backed up Dad at some of the shows that in the Austin area when Freddie needed a band. So anyway, that goes out to my dad. All right, I'm going to do another brand new one here. This is one that I wrote for my wife, inspired by my wife. Recently, we shared our anniversary, and she was commenting on the new ring that I had bought her a few years ago. And she said that she still liked the original ring that I had purchased for her, which was not a brand new one. It was a used ring that I got at a pawn shop. So I'll let the song tell you the rest of the story. But anyway, it's also going to be a bonus track on the new 14 album USB drive. This one is definitely country, so get a little bit of my coffee here. man behind the counter gladly took my fine guitar. He offered to Ben Franklin's as he chewed on his cigar. It was my prized possession, the most expensive thing. I sold my handmade Washburn for a pawn shop wedding ring. Once upon a pawn shop ring, our love was shared aloud. The vision of eternity, once someone's broken vow. But God can work His miracles through every little thing. He works in the strangest ways. Once upon a pawn shop ring. Turn it around. Sure do miss my band. On our anniversary, I bought a brand new band, never worn by any woman, never sold to any man. She whispered as she opened the small box from the store. Our old pawn shop wedding ring still means so much more. Once upon a pawn shop ring, our love was shared aloud. That symbol of eternity, once someone's broken vow. But God can work His miracles through every little thing. He works in the strangest ways. Once upon a pawn shop ring. He works in the strangest ways. Once upon a pawn shop ring. I told you that was country. Well, I have to tell you the rest of the story. My wife, of course, I told you that she preferred that pawn shop wedding ring that we got at a little pawn shop. I can't remember if I think it was en route to Nashville where we got the rings. I think that's where it was. I'm going to have to, but I bring it up because speaking of guitars, you know, I traded that guitar. I got a couple of $100 for it and got a decent ring, but I wound up buying that same guitar back at that same pawn shop. Somebody else, another musician, probably had gotten that guitar, and then he wound up having to pawn it and lost it, and so I got it back. So anyway, that's the interesting story. And I'm playing this guitar right here, which is actually my wife's guitar. She wound up with this guitar because the lady that she was helping, this was in the Marble Falls area, Horseshoe Bay West, actually, technically, which is in Burnett County, and part of Horseshoe Bay. It's where all the double wides are. So, you know, it's an affordable community, and we had a house there. And one of the closest non-double wide houses was a lady that had a pool. My wife wound up helping clean that pool, and there was a guitar underneath the bed. And the lady, when she was moving away, she said, you know, I've got this guitar under the bed, and I'll let you have it for $75. Well, it's this guitar right here. It's not a Martin, but it's a wonderful copy of it. Anyway, I had to tell you that. I'm going to switch guitars now. I'm going to switch to my Collings guitar. This is a $75 guitar, and anybody who knows anything about Austin and music knows that a Collings guitar is not a $75 guitar. So I wanted to play this one for the bulk of the house concerts series here, but I had to do I want to do a couple on that guitar. Best $75 my wife's ever spent. All right, I've got I started off with some ballads and some sentimental things, but I want to do one now that's a fan favorite. Well, there's a big armadillo in the middle of a little old country road, an old brown bottle in a puddle of the cattle guard, June bug beetle in the bottom of the bottle. There's a big armadillo in the middle of a little old country road I'm traveling on. There's a red-headed rider with the radio rearing and the windows down, rocking and a-reading to the rhythm of the country sounds. He's got his 18-wheeler, it's pedal to the metal, and he's headed for the middle in the bottle in the middle of a little old country road I'm traveling on. Well, he swerved to the right, still in the middle, swerved to the left, a puddle in the garden. Next thing you know, he's coming at me. I dive over the bardage, what do I see? Big armadillo in the middle of a little old country road, an old brown bottle in a puddle of the cattle guard, June bug beetle in the bottom of the bottle, and the big armadillo in the middle of a little old country road I'm traveling on. Tear it up, guitar man. Next part is where you sing along. Big armadillo in the middle of a little old country road, an old brown bottle in the middle of the cattle guard. There's a June bug beetle in the bottom of the bottle, and the big armadillo in the middle of a little old country road I'm traveling on. And a red-headed rider with a radio rearing the windows down, rocking an arena to the rhythm of the country sounds. He's got his 18-wheeler with its pedal to the middle, and he's headed for the dillo in the bottle in the middle of a little old country road I'm traveling on. Well, he swerved to the right, still in the middle. He swerved to the left, puddle in the guard. Next thing you know, he's coming at me, and I dive over the bardage. What do I see? Big armadillo in the middle of a little old country road, an old brown bottle in the puddle of the cattle guard, and a June bug beetle in the bottom of the bottle. There's a big armadillo in the middle of a little old country road I'm traveling. One more time. There's a big armadillo in the middle of a little old country road, an old brown bottle in the puddle of the cattle guard, and a June bug beetle in the bottom of the bottle. The big armadillo in the middle of a little old country road I'm traveling on. That with Mike Blakely, so I don't deserve all of the blame for that one. Mike deserves half of that. A song with a multitude of examples of alliteration and consonants and assonants, the poetic devices. All right, y'all having fun yet? I am. Once again, thank you 290 Texas House Concerts for giving me a gig in this time of no gigs. So many of us in the music world that are full-time musicians. I was playing 4, 5, 6 times a week, and that's how I make a living. And so I was really grateful to you and to Texas Heritage Music Foundation for offering me the gig. I do appreciate it. Love my coffee. I'll do one of the swing songs that is off the new album. This one's called Cherry Spring Swing. I co-wrote this with Ron Knuth, and if you know anything about swing music, you'll realize quickly that that one-man swing is not as effective as having fiddles and steel and swing guitar and drums and bass. It even is kind of nice when you have horn section and big old vocals, just like Bob Wills used to do, carry all that around and sleep at the wheel. But anyway, I'm going to do my best because it's a song that I really love. It's on the new album. Features my great band, Kurt Balmer on the fiddle, Chris Reeves on the guitar, and some amazing guests as well, including Mr. Floyd Domino from the Sleep at the Wheel Grammy days, and also, of course, a piano player for some of George Strait's greatest recordings. But anyway, here we go with the Cherry Springs Swing. 1, 2, dee ba ba, doo da ba ba da ba doo da ba, joo ba joo ba da ba doo da ba, joo ba joo ba da ba doo da ba ba ba, joo ba da ba, joo ba joo ba da ba doo da ba, joo ba joo ba da ba doo da ba, joo ba joo ba da ba doo da ba ba ba. Go west, young man, to Cherry Springs, where fiddlers rule. Swing is king, finest playing for the door, just like the Texas troubadour. Walked the floor where E.T. cried the night he heard his child die. Hear a spirit from above the rafters echo fading love. Elvis called a rising star, saw Chuck Berry's red guitar. Hank the First, Patsy Cline, Johnny Cash once walked the line. Shiny boots hit Saturday night, and you'll swear Bob Wills is still alive. German folks still love to sing the Cherry Springs Swing. Joo-ba-da-ba, joo-ba-joo-ba-da-ba-doo-ba-da-ba, joo-ba-joo-ba-da-ba-doo-ba-da-ba, joo-ba-joo-ba-da-ba-doo-ba-da-ba-ba-ba, joo-ba-da-ba, joo-ba-joo-ba-da-ba-doo-ba-da-ba, joo-ba-joo-ba-da-ba-doo-ba-da-ba, joo-ba-joo-ba-da-ba-doo-ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Just outside Germantown, you'll hear the fiddle man break down. The bar will take you back in time when a young Ray Price was in his prime. Founded by a native son before the West was truly won. What a run for the old dance hall, but is it time for one last call? Buck and Lefty took the stage, even Willie back in its heyday. The Negro Swing Band played there too, and Marty Robbins sang the blues. Shiny boots hit Saturday night, and you'll swear George Jones is still alive. German folks still love to sing the Cherry Springs Swing. Joo-ba-da-ba, joo-ba-joo-ba-da-ba-doo-ba-da-ba, joo-ba-joo-ba-da-ba-doo-ba-da-ba, joo-ba-joo-ba-da-ba-doo-ba-da-ba-ba-ba, joo-ba-da-ba, joo-ba-joo-ba-da-ba-doo-ba-da-ba, joo-ba-joo-ba-da-ba-doo-ba-da-ba, joo-ba-joo-ba-da-ba-doo-ba-da-ba-ba-ba. That's a fun one, even without the band. I'll do a few more off that album. In fact, I'm gonna do quite a few off that album. It's always fun to play some of the newest stuff off your newest album. We were gonna tour behind that album. We were gonna go to Spain. We're going from Spain to Barcelona to Basel, Switzerland. We're gonna do a concert there, and then we're gonna go through Switzerland to the part that borders, that's near Liechtenstein and Austria. I can't remember the name of the sea there, S-E-E. But anyway, we're going to go from there to Germany near Munich to Untermaintigen. We're going to go from there to Austria near Innsbruck, a place called Bad Ischl. There was a music festival there. We're going to come back through Switzerland, and we're going to finish up in France, and the whole thing, of course, due to COVID-19, has been postponed to 2021. So I'm grateful to the Anchor Festivals for rebooking us for the following year. But anyway, this is the album that we were going to tour behind. That's how we usually do it. I've done 14 albums, and now that would have been the 14th tour. So I'm going to do some of the songs from that album for those of you listening in some of those places. It's knowing that your door is always open and your path is free to walk. That makes me tend to leave my sleeping bag rolled up and stashed behind your couch. And it's knowing I'm not shackled by forgotten words and bonds, the ink stains that have dried up on some life. That keeps you in the back roads by the rivers of my memory, keeps you ever gentle on my mind. It's not clinging to the rocks and not planted on some columns now that binds. or something that somebody said because they thought we fit together walking. It's just knowing that the world will not be cursing or forgiving when I walk along some railroad track and find that you're moving on the back roads by the rivers of my memory. For hours you're just gentle on my mind. The wheat fields and the clotheslines, the junkyards, the highways come between us. And some other woman crying to her mother 'cause she turned and I was gone. I still might run in silence, tears of joy might stain my face. The summer sun might burn me till I'm blind, but not to where I cannot see you walking on the back roads by the rivers flowing gentle on my mind. Well, I did my cup of soup back from some gurgling, crackling cauldron in some train yard. My beard a rough and cold pile, the dirty hat pulled low across my face. Through cup pans round a tin can, I pretend to hold you to my breast and find that you're waving from the back roads by the rivers of my memory, ever smiling, ever gentle on my mind. And you're waving from the back roads by the rivers of my memory, ever smiling, ever gentle on my mind. Just love that song. A song by John Hartford, recorded of course by Glenn Campbell. Interesting thing is they didn't have a hit with that song, neither one of them. In fact, it barely got any play on country radio, and it did break the top 40 in the pop charts. But because Glenn Campbell loved the song so much, and because he had the power of television, he played it on national television. Well, anyway, it wound up winning a Grammy. So, it was a little too poetic for country radio, which is the same thing they told my buddy Mike Blakely and me when we were in Nashville. They said that our lyrics were a little too poetic, and we had to gear our lyrics toward an 8th grade education. I'm glad Mike hasn't done that. Here's one that I want to dedicate to all the fine folks that are patrons of the Texas Heritage Music Foundation. Because of your patronage, I'm able to have a gig here, and so are many other songwriters have an opportunity as well. So this is one that I wrote with with Andy Rasmussen from Martindale, Texas. I ride to the mesa to unsaddle my fear when I'm overwhelmed with the voices I hear through the canyons of cacti and honey mesquite. I harvest the moonlight, discover the peace. Whippoorwills croon from the juniper branches, far from the lights of the towns and the ranches. No civilized noise but the sound of my breathing, the footsteps I take and my prayerful heart beating. Where dust devils dance and coyotes call, tumbleweeds tumble, rain seldom falls, and and the almighty head paints a heavenly sky on the beautiful canvas this lone starry night. Stars whisper faithfully fables forgotten, and I'm led by the Spirit down trails rarely trodden. A most sacred melody twists through the air, offering strength for the crosses I bear, where dust devils dance and coyotes call, tumbleweeds tumble, rain seldom falls, and the almighty head paints a heavenly sky on the beautiful canvas this lone starry night. Almighty head paints a heavenly sky on the beautiful canvas, the big bending canvas this lone starry night. Lone starry night, lone starry night. That one's on my Lone Starry Night CD, a self-titled, the album by that same title that was produced by Matt Rawlings. I just saw a beautiful piece online where Matt paid tribute to his friend John Prine. And man, I don't want to attempt to do a John Prine song here for you. But anyway, look up Matt Rawlings online and you'll see a wonderful tribute. I think it was on Instagram, but it might be on Facebook too. And anyway, shout out to all you fans of John Prine. I had a chance to do a show at the Bluebird Cafe with John Prine. I was introduced to him by another legend that we lost last week. We lost them both in the same week. Alex Harvey, the writer of so many great hits. And I don't want to attempt to do one of Alex's songs either right now. But anyway, my heart goes out to John Prine's wife Fiona and Alex's wife Janelle as well. All right, I've got so many songs, and I always, when I do these shows where they give me limited time, I'm always wondering which ones I need to do. But I think I want to do this one right here, another one that I wrote with my buddy Mike Blakely. Mike lives in Gillespie County now, but I met him years ago in Burnett County, and we used to get together and write songs at El Rancho Quien Sabe. And then eventually Mike moved to a place in Llano, and Llano County, actually, not in Llano, Texas, but in Llano County. And that's where this song is set. I was paying him a visit one afternoon, and this was about the same time period that you're listening to this concert. It was early May, and I was so taken by how everything was just so abundant. The beauty of the wildflowers. I mean, right when I first came to the gate, there was a century plant that was in bloom, and just beyond that, there were some daisies and firewheels and bluebells, and even bluebonnets and Indian paintbrush still lingering. And then as I got closer to his cabin, I noticed that the prickly pear were just as bright a yellow as I'd ever seen. And I said, "Mike, how do you put up with all this?" And Mike very nonchalantly said, "Well, it's all right if you like that sort of thing." I said, "I do like that sort of thing." So we wrote this song about that sort of thing. sunset make my day, with the girl I love the best, with my arms around her waist, on the hilltop looking west. And do I like the southern breeze and the song that Bob White sings? I tell you kindly it's alright if you like that sort of thing. And what about these wild hues on the canvas grassy green? Fire wheels and bluebell blues, daisies making such a scene, surrounded by the prickly pear. I see it all from my porch swing. Tell you kindly it's alright if you like that sort of thing. And I do. As much as poets love the spring, yes it's true, yes it's true, I truly love that sort of thing. A cold one leaning on the plow, underneath the Texas sun, sweat still dripping on the brow, when the planting day is done. Seeds we sow with our own hands, with the joy that ranching brings. I tell you kindly it's alright if you like that sort of thing. And what about a gentle rain tapping on the farmhouse roof, the morning doves upon the plain, who bid the whippoorwill adieu? There's a windmill whistling right along, the sparrow passing with a zing. Tell you kindly it's alright if you like that sort of thing. And I do. As much as poets love the spring, yes it's true, yes it's true, I truly love that sort of thing. Got the chords right that time. Well, I did so much talking, and 40 minutes has gone by very quickly. I just feel like I ought to give you one more tune. And in fact, I will give you one more tune. Let's go ahead and make that decision right now. Have another sip of my coffee. And once again, I want to thank 290 Texas House Concerts for allowing me to be part of their 2020 concert series. And also thank Texas Heritage Music Foundation. Texas Heritage Music Foundation. I think I've got their P.O. Box. P.O. Box 445, Johnson City, Texas, 78636, I believe. But anyway, I'm sure you can go to their website too. And thank you to all the patrons who are part of this. I do appreciate you much. I want to leave you with one called Emmylou's Guitar. walks a corridor. I saw her yesterday at sunrise in the park, near the passageway. She didn't seem to mind that I was strumming her guitar as a melody poured from its strings straight into my heart. First unaware that she was near, I played with reckless care. Then the mirror of the varnish revealed her flowing hair. Beneath the silver chandelier, her flowing silver glistened as she wove her notes into my song with no one there to listen. Emmylou's guitar played so perfectly. Emmylou's guitar gave this song to me. There was something magical at the mansion on Oak Street. And every time I play this song, I hear her harmony and Emmylou's guitar. First unaware that she was near, I played with reckless care. Then the mirror of the varnish revealed her flowing hair. Naturally the inlays of the fretboard matched it well, her masterpiece of maple wood sustaining like a bell. Emmylou's guitar played so perfectly. Emmylou's guitar gave this song to me. There was something magical at the mansion on Oak Street. And every time I play this song, I hear her harmony and Emmylou's guitar. Autobiographical. You see, I opened for Miss Emmylou in Austin years ago, and there I met her Bonaparte, stage left before the show. In her eyes I wasn't sure if she remembered me as she retired to the John Lennon suite at the mansion on Oak Street. Emmylou's guitar played so perfectly. Emmylou's guitar gave this song to me. There was something magical at the mansion on Oak Street. Every time I play this song, I hear her harmony and Emmylou's guitar. Emmylou's guitar. Emmylou's guitar. Emmylou. Emmylou's guitar. Emmylou. Emmylou's guitar. Thank you all so much. I do appreciate you listening. I'm John Arthur Martinez. You can go to johnarthurmartinez.net to connect with me. Thank you much.